What up guys, Maxske here, and I'm bringing you another Ekko YouTube video. And in this video I'm going to be discussing the new Eye of the Watchers and the removal of Frost Queen's Ekko. So Frost Queen's is getting removed. Eye of the Watchers got reworked along with other support items. So let's talk about the differences really quickly. And I want this to be a discussion video again. The last one I did about Klepto Ekko, we got so many comments. Thank you guys for giving your opinion. I love your opinion. And let's try to figure this one out together. So the old Frost Queens cost 2,200 gold. The new Eye of the Watchers cost 1,800. So it's 400 gold less, so you'll finish it much faster. The Frost Queens gives you 60 AP. Eye of the Watchers gives you 35. So that's already one little deficit in the build, because you lose 25 AP. But you get 200 HP on the return, so we'll see how you guys want to value that. Same cooldown reduction, same gold per second, same mana regen, same tribute passive, same bandit passive. The big difference is that unique active. Frost Queens is ghosties. We all love the ghosties. Those are gone. But we get wards now at 500 gold with the new Eye of the Watchers. So now that we know the differences between these items, I'm going to give you my thoughts on this new item. I'll give you my thoughts on the beginning of this season and Ekko's current state. And you guys comment down below if you agree with what I'm saying, if you disagree with what I'm saying, if you half agree, half disagree. You know what I'm saying? Just give me your opinion. I'll reply to all the comments. So the first thing I want to note is that I finished, if on a normal game where you don't get fed instantly, I finished this new item at around like 10 minutes, if not 9 minutes. If I got really fed, I finished it like at 7 or 8 minutes. So you finish it quite early because it does cost 400 gold less. So that's the plus side, and because you finish it 400 gold quicker, you could start getting the bandit passive or whatever it is, and it won't, like, you know, go on cooldown because you're killing minions. So you'll be able to get a lot of gold faster by fighting the enemy team. So that helps you gain more gold to finish your next items, which is pretty good. Downside is you lose some AP early, and you lose the ghosties. But on the flip side, as soon as you hit 500 gold earned, you get wards. So now I could have, every time I back, I could have 4 wards, which is honestly, it's good to have vision, but good to have wards on an AP assassin mid laner. I don't know, but we're building this item. Like, regardless how much you love ghosties or not, you didn't build Frost Queens for the ghosties. You build Frost Queens because it helped you get enough gold to snowball with Ekko. Because right now, Ekko without a gold generation item, you would have to build Proto Belt, then into Lich Bane, then whatever. And that takes quite a bit, especially since his early game is really weak at the moment. So getting out of early game and getting some items takes a lot of time. But with the gold generation item, it helps cut that time pretty quickly, so you snowball earlier. So that's like the plus to building this item. Regardless of anything, it's still going to give you gold, and arguably it'll give you a tiny bit of more gold because you're finishing the full item faster. And like I said before, having vision around the entire map, vision wins games. So now that you Ekko is a mobile champion, and you should be roaming a lot. So if you're roaming a lot with 4 wards in your inventory, along with the sweeper now, that you could always run a sweeper, you'll be able to clear vision and place vision in a lot of places. So maybe ganking for you and it will be much easier. And now that you have vision, it'll be harder for you and your team to get ganked, because vision doesn't just help you, it helps everybody. But we should all know that already. But the downside is that in the early game you'll have less AP, which means you won't be able to, like, 1v1 probably anybody. You will be tankier though, but to survive to the midish game. But you are losing a lot of AP in the early game. And then if you talk about runes for Ekko with Eye of the Watchers, you could go, if you go Klepto, you'll have even more sustain to survive the early game. So you'll be actually tankier and survive longer with Eye of the Watchers than you do with Frost Queens. And you'll still get the same amount of gold, and you'll get even more gold with Klepto along with the sustain. So you'll be able to hit your mid game much safer. But the problem is you get less AP with Eye of the Watchers, and now you're not going to take electrocute damage. You're not going to have sorcery second. So now you're going to be, you know, weaker overall. And will you even get strong enough to one-shot people in like mid-game with Klepto and Eye of the Watchers? I don't know. We haven't played enough games to figure that out. And if you want to take Electrocute, which I think may be the better option, Electrocute with Sorcery, it'll definitely make up for the damage that you're losing with Eye of the Watchers, but you'll still feel the Eye of the Watchers 25 less AP in the very early game. Is Klepto Ekko dead with Eye of the Watchers? I think you'll be doing a lot less damage, so I don't know if that'll be the best decision. Maybe a better decision would be to take Klepto Ekko without Eye of the Watchers and just go Proto Belt Lichbane, so that all the gold you'll get will be from Klepto instead of Eye of the Watchers. I watched a video that talked about the top tier mid laners for 8.1, and Ekko wasn't even on the list in the B zone. So I'm guessing a lot of people think that Ekko is a C grade mid laner right now. And I'm not going to disagree with that, because I think Ekko's early game right now, especially with the removal of Frost Queens, is going to be horrendous. But Ekko's mid game and late game, I think, are very good. But it's hard to get there now because laning is just so annoying with Ekko right now. What do I think needs to change? Personally, I think maybe when they bring back Twin Shadows, maybe they'll change some item like that or something, and we might be getting that. Maybe Eye of the Watchers will be the solution. We gotta wait and find out. If they buff Ekko, if Riot were to buff Ekko, I would say Ekko needs a tiny buff. If you increase his Q base damage by 5, just 5, he'll be able to 2Q level 1, which will save his lane tremendously. So I think that's a tiny buff that maybe they should consider. Because right now, if Frost Queens, since Frost Queens is gone, if Eye of the Watchers does not work, Ekko's going to be snowballing very slowly for an assassin. So, what do you guys think about this whole topic? Leave your comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And the new season starts in a couple of days, so Echoing to Masters begins in just a few days. So stay tuned for that. Good luck, guys, on your games, and I'll see you guys next time.